with Battlefield 6, it looks like they are taking it seriously and they're understanding all of the missteps that Call of Duty has made while not trying to be Call of Duty, because Battlefield is not Call of Duty. It doesn't have the same movement. It doesn't have the same fast-paced mentality. But they have been taking some shots at Call of Duty. And a lot of people have had access, to playing Battlefield 6. The restricted beta is out this weekend, right? Like you had to get like a code or something like that. Well, it's an open beta for people that signed up for it in advance.
No,
yeah,
so
it's
they're
closed
going to
beta
have
and
it
they're moving to an open beta.
They're going to have it early on Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday it's going to be open, and then next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all going to be open.
So you're telling me this Saturday we can play it?
Yeah,
you can play it day after tomorrow if you pre-order, I believe.
Yeah,
okay.
I was in the Battlefield lab, so I got the code to get in.
Nice.
Okay. So X-Wing, I know you've played Battlefield. You've been a Battlefield player. So what are you thinking about all this?
Dude, man, you ever get that feeling like, don't get my hopes up, bro? Don't get my hopes up, bro. But listening to these devs talk about this game and how openly they're taking shots at Call of Duty is making me really happy, first off, because I think Mike was talking about it. Like, can we please stop calling it the COD killer? It's not a COD killer. It's a completely separate franchise. It's for a totally different kind of shooter player. But listening to the devs talk about this, not only are they trying not to make the mistakes that Call of Duty made, they're also trying not to make the mistakes that Battlefield has made. And that's the most important thing, is that we're going back to the basics, really the basics. So Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, the games that really, really solidified the franchise as like, this is one of the greatest online shooters there is out there.
X-Wing, what was that Battlefield with that chick?
That was
5.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
That's the one where
she
he
had
told
the
you
fake hook and the face paint and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what the guy told you.
They seem to be getting away from that as well. So
100%, yeah, and they're actually they're getting away. So they're getting away from that. They're getting away with a lot of the stupid stuff that they put on the field in 2042. I still think, I don't know if anybody else played it, Battlefield 1 was actually a phenomenal game. That was the one that came out 4 or 5. Yeah, love that. But this is the return to kind of the bread and butter, the modern shooter without being too modern, massive maps, good alleys, great support vehicles, and squad-based gameplay. And it's just it's easy. That's all it is, and that's all we need.
Mm-hmm. And so again, there's a lot of people, like I've seen some people talking about Call of Duty killer, all this shit. People need to stop with this bullshit. All right, Battlefield and Call of Duty are not the same games at all. Yeah. If you're going into Battlefield just going like, oh, this is going to replace Call of Duty for me, you're not going to like it. It's not the same game. Like Call of Duty is. If you try to play any team-based fucking games on Call of Duty, you're just going to be disappointed because everybody plays for their KD over there. That's all the fuck they do. Yep. And so, and even then, like you'll have games that have the objectives and everyone is just still trying to get their KD up. Like you're like, no one's playing the objective over here. It never fucking happens. So it's very frustrating. But from everything I've seen from this so far, this looks absolutely awesome. So Beardo, what do you think?
I'm pumped for it because we need a new good competitive shooter. I am not a fan of the devs. Well, personally, I haven't seen the devs attacking Call of Duty, but that's what X Defiant did. X Defiant was attacking Call of Duty and Activision, and look what happened to X Defiant. We don't need the devs to be talking shit on Call of Duty for this game to be good. Just do your own thing, man. Stay in your lane. You got something unique here. You got your own style. Just focus on you. You don't need to be attacking the other guys, because look what happens when Splitgate or X Defiant, when they start attacking the other guys, it doesn't turn out too well. So just stay in your lane.
I agree with you generally, but I'm going to have to say, like, the things they're saying they're addressing the things that everybody hates about Call of Duty, and they're basically saying this shit's not in our game. So I do agree with you generally, though.
Yeah, right? They're not attacking them. That's the wrong word for it.
Well, then that's good because I didn't see the comments. But if that's the way that they're approaching it, then fine.
And they're mostly talking about Battlefield because 2042 had those goofy fucking skins in it too. Like it wasn't to the extent of Call of Duty, but they did have goofy skins, and people are like, we don't want that. We just want to be soldiers, cannon fodder. Let us run out there and just be nameless people So
yes, absolutely. So like
Great.
right here, what we're talking about here, Battlefield 6 will avoid something Call of Duty players hate. And this is kind of what they're saying about it. And there's been so much, talk about everybody, for the Fortnite, kind of like, you remember how everything was dark and gritty after the Dark Knight and after Inception?
Yep.
Hollywood tried to do everything like Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop. Let Chris Nolan do Chris Nolan shit, and you do your own thing. That's how like Call of Duty's essentially said like, "Oh, that Fortnite stuff is really good." So it's like, yeah, for Fortnite. But what they have basically said is that it has to be grounded. That's what Battlefield 3 and 4 were. It was all soldiers on the ground. I don't think
boots on the ground.
I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real, keep it grounded.
I love
this
that.
right here. This is what won me over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is all I wanted to hear.
Yep.
This is all I wanted to hear, because we had a lot of fun with Black Ops 6 when it first came out.
For about like what, a month?
Yeah, like a month. We had a lot of fun with it, but then they started adding all this stupid shit, man.
Yep.
And these Beavis and Butthead and Nicki Minaj.
They didn't keep up with the hackers.
Ninja Turtles.
Cheech and Chong, Seth Rogen. Like, it was just like, what are we doing, man? This doesn't work.
The first red flag was them adding the boys.
Yeah, the boys. Well, they had
But that was in
Homelander and shit.
that was in the one before this one, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's just like, I don't even mind some silly skins in the game. Like, if you want to do something that's more themed like this, sometimes they have steampunk skins or things like that. That's not a big deal. But yeah, the Beavis and Butthead stuff and the more like IP brand crossovers are just dumb. And the celebrities and stuff, it's like, come on, man. Like, there was sometimes really cool skins. You'd have like Viking skins or something. You're like, oh, those are kind of rad and stuff. But yeah, they got way off in the weeds on that. And then it became obvious that, like, even with the gameplay, that they were starting to tailor towards normies, and after a while that kind of ruins the gameplay. I mean, they're right now, like, a lot of people are complaining because one of the issues that they're dealing with is that all the guns are now like kind of nerfed, and a lot of the guns at work are the ones you have to buy in battle passes and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know, man. I think there's always a cycle to all this stuff, and I think the perfect cycle was to go back to a grounded, intense shooter, and I think Call of Duty could have done that and refused to do that in favor of Beavis and Butthead. So
Okay.
Sad
Real quick,
I don't mind, dude. I was about to say, as a Battlefield dude, because I've played Battlefield every time they came out, besides 5, because that dude told me to fuck off because I didn't like the girl on the cover. But every Battlefield has been pretty good up until 5 in 2042, right?
I wasn't a huge fan of Hardline.
Well, besides, that doesn't count. Nobody thinks about Hardline. Battlefield Hardline, there's a memory, just
it doesn't
throw
really
it out your brain.
exist. Yeah.
Yeah, but this looks exactly like what everybody wanted 2042 to be, which is a mix of 3 and 4, which are arguably like the best ones that they have. And they're just doing everything right. They're even listening to the fan feedback where people are like, hey, the sniper class having a respawn beacon and that being infinite, that can make it hard for people to push because they just have infinite sniper camp. They said, all right, we'll take it off and we'll put it on assault, and it has a timer on it. It's like, oh, that's good. Oh, people are like, oh, the sling with the 2 weapons is kind of OP. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that certain weapons can't be on the sling when you use assault. And the medics have certain things, and the engineers
Class specific weapons coming back.
Yeah, and classes being back is the best thing ever. Because that 2042 like operator bullshit did not work because everybody was just flying around sniping everybody. Now it's like, hey, you need the medic, you need the engineer, you need the sniper, you need everybody. And
imagine listening to your fan base, man. It's wild.
They're doing everything that everyone in like the beta tests and stuff have been saying, and I'm just shocked that EA of all company are going, oh, our fans don't like that, so maybe we shouldn't do that. It's like, wow, that's
and a huge nod to OG fans bringing back Firestorm. And I saw your post, Kata. Metro's coming back, dude.
I need Operation
coming back.
Dude, Operation Metro Rush is like the best shit ever.
I think that might be the most definitive, beautiful multiplayer shooting experience in the world is Metro.
Y'all don't know gaming until you play Operation Metro Rush and you're just fucking pushing for a whole
with a good
hour.
squad. It's insane.
Going crazy. It was so good, man. I can't wait, man.
And that's the thing this game does better than anybody else, because like you said, Call of Duty can't do it. I can't think of another shooter that really does it as well, where if you play as a squad and you play the objective, you will win the game.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Well,
and it's getting a battle royale.
Yes, it is. It's getting a BR, and we saw a little bit
Yeah,
of.
they had that.
We saw a little bit of a overhead shot of that. Let me see if I can find that.
It's
don't
very
know.
short. It's like
It's
a
ve-
10-second
yeah.
trailer.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if it was
actually
officially.
against it.
They don't need that. They had it in 5. They called it Operation Firestorm. I thought it was dumb.
With
I don't think the
Royale.
Battlefield
Yeah.
account posted it because it was
Okay. Okay.
It was a
Okay. It was a leak. Okay. I don't know where that's at.
It was
Well,
at
that's
like
the thing.
the Battlefield event that all these streamers went to. They
I'm
showed it to them.
I'm
Okay.
okay with it having a battle royale, but also because one of the things too that's another W for Battlefield that they announced is that you don't have to install all of the content. And that
Yeah.
has been a huge controversy with Call of Duty. Like if you want to install Warzone, everything that you have to install, it's like 150 gigabytes or some crap like that, dude. It's like, oh my gosh. And so like now apparently they're letting you choose what you want to actually install and download, and it could be as small as 55 gigabytes for a game, which is like huge. You know, I mean, letting people
Great.
choose what they want. I mean, that's something that Nintendo just got in trouble for, was like, you know, going against what people wanted. They're like, hey, we want to race these maps. And they're like, yeah, well, we changed it so you can't. You know, like, I don't know, man. It's pretty wild to see EA trying to listen to their fan base and trying to do something that makes their player base happy. But here they are. So
I'm shocked.
Yeah. So this is the what they're saying, potential new look of the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale map. And again, we don't get much. We just get kind of like a quick shot of everything.
Yeah, let them have it.
So,
I mean, I'm like really opposed, but at the same time, I guess I'm kind of like cooled off from BRs because I haven't played them in a couple years.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they do it right. It could be fun, but it wouldn't be my main go-to.
Russian Conquest, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not-
Conquest and Rush.
I have no complaints about there being a battle or a battle royale. I think it could be good. I do think that is the way things are. The biggest issue is, you know, the biggest concern would be, are you trying to make it like Fortnite? And they're not. They already have said we're not trying to do that. So I think that they could do something cool, and I think it could potentially overtake Warzone with the state of Warzone right now. So
well, that's the thing, man. And I remember Warzone's peak. Warzone was fucking massive.
yeah,
And they
Huge.
fucked it up so badly.
Oh,
The
Here's
dance
the
was
thing.
so fun, man.
If it does overtake Warzone, they got to be up to date on their anti-cheat.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to take over Warzone. I can tell you that. I can tell you that like definitively right now. There's no way.
There's
I
too
mean,
many
there's
normies
always
that
going to
play
be
Warzone.
there are always going to be normies that play Warzone. But here's the thing, you know, you're never going to have the numbers that Call of Duty does. But if you get the hardcore gamers that are leaving Call of Duty and they go pick up another game, you know, Microsoft is going to notice that. Activision is going to see that. They did last time. They noticed it then when they're like, hey, people are playing other games and they're trying to find other shooters to play and stuff like that, because they were frustrated with the state of things. I mean, and right now, I think Warzone actually has like a casual mode that has like mostly bots in the lobbies. So like people could just play casual mode now, you know? And like, I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I can't even imagine trying to play Warzone, casual Warzone.
I would say
Yeah.
this is the perfect time to strike, though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, people
Yeah.
are Call of Duty fatigued. They don't want all the BS. You know, Warzone is hacked as shit. You know, there's no single player like campaign that you could think of from Call of Duty that was memorable in the last 5-ish years, besides like the little baby scene in like Modern Warfare, and that was like 2019. So it's like, yeah, just do it. You know, we have multiplayer. They even have a Forge mode coming, where you could just
Yep.
create things and
Yeah,
have
dude.
different game modes, and your progression transfers over to multiplayer. So if you're
Oh, I don't know if I'm a
earning
huge
XP
fan of that.
You're earning XP in the portal thing. If you don't want to do that, that's cool. I mean, I'm like, hey, so if I'm playing fucking, you know, friendly games like the Warthog shit from Reach and Halo 3, remember you used to do all that stuff, and
Yep.
then like
Yeah.
the trash can mode where you're going up the ramp and everything is falling down on you. You can earn
Yep.
XP while doing that. I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. You know, it looks like a game that I've been wanting for like a fucking decade for Battlefield to be. So
Yep.
I'm
100%.
sold, dude.
Dan, do you have any interest in this? You ever gotten into Battlefield before?
I've never played a Battlefield game. I'm not huge into competitive shooters, but hey,
I like the retro games.
Hey, Bad Company 2 is like on the cusp of being retro
almost
at this
there.
point. That is a great
I mean,
story.
what I
Bad companies
liked,
are good.
what I used to like a lot was the Star Wars Battlefront games for the PS2, and I always heard that they had huge influences from Battlefield games. So hey, maybe I should give it a try. Who knows?
We're gonna bully Dan into. I'm gonna buy Battlefield 6, and I'm gonna write retro under it, and then I'm gonna mail it to him.
Retro edition.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy it, dude. I was listening to some of the jet sounds, like just the sound effects that they have for this game. Oh my goodness!
I was
They're
listening
famous
to
for sound design, and this one is.
Yeah, I was listening to. I think it was Stone Mountain. And he was talking about his
When the
experience with
jet's
it,
flying
and
by.
he said the sound is just insane.
Yeah.
Like it's
Crazy.
I
Yeah,
won't
you
be
can
wearing
have
these
a-
when I play Battlefield. I'm going to bring out the big boys.
Yeah, I gotta bring out
Yeah,
the big boys
yeah.
for that.
Oh,
They even
yeah.
have a sound option that makes it sound even more like visceral and make it sound like you're in the actual war zone. It's fucking
Yeah, the
insane.
Battlefront mix or the
Hell
Battlefield
yeah.
mix. Yeah. War
Well,
tapes.
good, man.
That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
war
War
tapes.
tapes.
I am
That-
definitely. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the other one is I think it's like war tapes plus or some shit where it's even more crazy.
Oh, that's new. Ooh.
I can't wait.
Blow my eardrums out.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm mega excited. So I'm glad to hear that this weekend apparently we can all play the open beta. So I guess we're gonna try to get together and maybe play it this weekend, stream it on our channel. So we'll see what
cross-platform?
happens.
Yes.
I don't. The
The
beta.
beta?
Yes.
The beta will be.
I think so. I gotta
Okay.
recheck, but
I'm
I'm
playing
pretty
on
sure it
PC.
is.
PC.
Okay.
You can't,
No,
dude. Battlefield's graphics on PC, although these days, I don't know, but I remember back in the day, like on Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3, the difference between console and a half decent PC was like night and day.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll
I
be.
mean, it used to look good on console back in the day, though. For
Yeah.
how it,
Yeah,
how
they still
shit
look
they
really
were,
good.
but-
Well, I'll be playing on my Switch too, and so
Let's go.
Motion controls with your Wii
Yeah.
Zapper.
Yeah,
It's gonna look like you're playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
bro.
running
has a
around with
mouse.
clicking and shit. Yeah.
Well, I got bad news for all of you that are hyped about Battlefield 6
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
because Call of Duty has responded.
Oh.
And they have dropped
really?
a poster for Black Ops 7.
I love it.
That's
No one cares.
I can't believe that this is how they responded.
With a check.
With a
I thought you were gonna bring up the other one. Hold on, I gotta
With
show you the
a
other one.
fucking check.
And
This
she's
is
got
already
the
seven
full
of those
neck
games?
tattoo, the blacked out neck tattoo.
This is so ridiculous, man.
Love
The
it.
other one is worse. Hold
Is
on,
it?
let me
I
see
haven't
if
seen
can
that one because this is from the official Call of Duty account right here. So,
Yeah, this is worse.
This makes
So
me
they-
so happy.
oh my
Most of
god.
the
They heard everybody was complaining about, the skins and shit. So they decided that, hey, this is what they're gonna have for their next season. Is,
no.
Oh,
I know what you did
No.
last summer.
Oh,
You know,
No way.
This
dude.
is military. That's pretty cool. And then you got some anime
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Nice.
Is this legit?
Is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
real?
this is it. Yeah, this is it.
Bro, this
This
could
is real.
literally be Fortnite.
that's
This is
the Battlefield killer right there.
Jeez, man.
Even
What are
more
they
reason to play
doing?
Battlefield right here.
Dude, and
What are
remember
they
That's the
remember
January
when-
6th guy.
I like the replacement. for Black Ops.
Yeah.
the
I like the
shaman.
replacer, but yeah, that's
The replacer
That's-
was cool for Black Ops 2 when he was in commercials, not in a
Yeah.
fucking game.
Dude, if they put the January 6th guy with the face paint, I would.
Oh, dude, I would,
I
they would
would
win. They would win at
yeah,
that
I'd play
point.
shit on it
So-
at that point.
So great, man.
Remember when Call of Duty a few years ago was like, yep, we're moving away from the annual release. We're going to let our Call of Duties breathe. We're going to add more content into each game. Yeah.
Nope, not
Didn't
gonna
do that.
happen. Didn't do
Didn't
that.
fucking do that.
Didn't do that. But hey, I mean, listen. At least they have female representation. So, there's your Black
dude.
Ops 7 reveal.
thought that was
And
a good
remember,
idea.
the
Looks
big
upset.
deal with this is supposed to be apparently that this game in the campaign is a sequel to what, Black Ops?
It's a
1
sequel
or
to
2?
Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
That was
What?
Black
stupid,
Ops
dude.
2, bro.
The
Yeah.
one
There
Call
are
of Duty
too
with like
many of those
multiple
games.
endings.
It's like
That
Black
game
Ops
has, like-
2.5.
That
Yeah.
game has like 3 or 4
Why?
endings, dude. So now you have to pick which ending you want to
Well,
go
yeah,
with.
there's going to be a canon ending in
Stupid, bro.
for Black Ops 2 now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dumb. That's dumb.
So
Why is
stupid,
Menendez
shit,
back?
bro.
I killed his ass.
Yeah, Call of
Golly.
Duty. And again, the sad thing is it's I don't know how Black Ops 6 sold. I mean, I'm sure it sold a fuck ton, but I don't know if it was on the level of what they've done in the past. I have no, because it was good. Like Black Ops 6 was good.
Yes,
but,
it was.
But they
was
just
great.
ruined it with all the bullshit.
Yeah, but they do this all the time, and it happens all the time now lately with Call of Duties. You get a Call of Duty that comes out, it feels like old school Call of Duty. It's exciting. Everybody jumps into it and they love it. And then very quickly they start adding in all the bullshit, and then everybody leaves. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
I played the zombies. The zombies was fun for like a day.
Zombies
was
fun for a little
really
bit too.
good.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Stop with the bullshit.
Yeah.